With policy analyst Oluwasegun Elemo, who is live for us in Abuja. Thank you very much for joining us at this time. Over the weekend, eminent Nigerians voiced support for the closure of these borders, saying it will boost economic growth. Do you see things in that light as well?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the news this afternoon. I think it's already boosting economic growth. I was at the National Assembly last week when the finance minister was there at the budget hearing. And one of the questions that was asked her at that budget hearing was whether the border closure was already generating revenue or was already increasing revenue generation for the country. And then she categorically said that revenue had increased from the border closure, but she couldn't specifically say what percentage the increase is. So in terms of boosting local economy, I think it's already doing that, and it will continue to do that. I think it's a good decision that Nigeria closed the border. But I also know she mentioned that it's not going to be, it's a temporary measure, which we are discussed on this platform, that it has to be a temporary measure. The country cannot afford to shut the border for a long period.
But it's coming at a time when Nigeria finally signed on to the Africa Free Trade Continental Agreement, so to speak. It also brings us to that point where we ask, is Africa truly ready for regional integration, going by this move by the Nigerian government?
Yes. Fine. Nigeria is the biggest country on the continent. Nigeria signed the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. But you recall that one of the issues that Nigeria had in signing that agreement was this issue of proliferation of goods from neighboring countries. Whether the continent is ready for integration, I think the continent is ready for integration, but some of these issues need to be sorted out, some of these background issues. The concern that Nigeria has right now is when the agreement goes full-blown, if we don't sort out some of these foundational problems that we have with our neighboring countries, including Niger, including Benin Republic, including Chad and the likes, then we're going to be losing so much to this agreement. We are not going to be gaining anything at the end of the day. So in order to avoid that kind of scenario playing out, where the agreement itself is hurting the Nigerian economy, very so badly, Nigeria had to put these foundational structures in place so that the other countries, especially the neighboring countries, knows the rules by which they need to play, even with the agreement in place.
All right, a good place to rest our conversation. Thank you very much, Oluwasegun Elemo, for your contributions on the news.